Do you remember Jon and Kate Plus 8? Well, Colin, one of the sextuplets who now lives with his father, has been very open the last couple of years in talking about the abuse he says he suffered at the hands of his mother. Well, he has now joined TikTok and he opened up and posted a pretty emotional post to his siblings. Kate has also joined TikTok where she's posting a lot about her dogs, but she does do a little stroll down memory lane once in a while, like this picture of the kids in Disney World. So the twins are now 24 years old and the sextuplets are now 21. Kate did a TikTok the other day talking about one of her most prized possessions, and it happens to be handprints of the kids.
It's all 8 of my kids' hands. I used to have them in Pennsylvania across the doorway where our table went into, like the kitchen table was. They're in birth order. So it's Kara, Maddie, Alexis, Hannah, Aiden, Colin, Leah, and Joel. There's their name, and it was in 2009 that it was done. So they are a prized possession.
As for Colin, he uploaded a picture of him and his siblings and posted this message. He first shared a picture of them when they were younger saying, "Born to be a team, us against the world." And then shared a current picture of himself saying, "Forced to do it alone and wonder every day what our lives could have looked like." This is what he put in the captions. "Forced apart, pitted against each other, all the fame and money in the world, but what about kids being kids? I will always love them more than anything. The tears I shed behind closed doors, thinking about the memories we could have had. I love you guys." So Jon and Kate officially got divorced in 2009, and in 2016, Kate was awarded custody of all the kids. But she sent Colin to a behavioral health institution in Philadelphia for what she previously said was unpredictable and violent behavior, and he was only 12 years old. Colin was in there for 2 years when his father finally got custody of him. He was 14 years old and finally got out in 2018. Jon also got custody of Hannah at the time, one of the other sextuplets. In the comments section on Colin's post, people had been asking him questions like this one. "My twin brother and I don't speak anymore because of our own mother. Praying for you. I know exactly how you feel." And this is his response. "I'm so sorry. It's so hard to even begin to understand why a parent would want to separate and pit their kids against each other. It literally makes no sense. I'm sorry you have to go through this." Someone else asked, "Do you still talk with Hannah?" And he replied and said, "Yes, I just saw her today. She was worried her car wouldn't pass inspection, so I was looking at it for her. She's so funny and I love her so much. It makes my day whenever I see her, but we're both so busy with work, school, etc." He also got into some more allegations against Kate, however, in his comments section. So as you probably know, he's been estranged from his mother. He has not spoken to her. And he came out in September talking about allegations of what exactly she did to him. In the comments, he said that he faced physical and emotional abuse while having to be an animal in her circus on TV. Being locked up, isolated, zip-tied, being sent away because I didn't fit into an equation, having one visit from her after being completely cut off with no contact at 12 years old, in which the whole visit was her telling me how I deserved the situation I was in because I destroyed our family. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I will never understand that. I will break the cycle that she couldn't. In the allegations that Colin brought forward in September, he said that he was abused and isolated starting at the age of 8 or 9 by his mother. He said that she confined him to a room and kept him away from the rest of his 7 siblings. He said that his mother used him as a scapegoat for all of her problems. "My mother had a room built in our unfinished section of the storage basement. She had a room put up with cameras in it, a tiny window in the corner, and it was bolt locked from the outside. It was like a containment room, literally, and it had a mattress on the floor, and that's how I lived." Soon after he came out with these allegations, Kate's lawyer did kind of an interview where he said that Kate's not going to comment on this stuff. He said she never wants to comment because she always knows that this gets taken out of context. She doesn't want to comment, doesn't need to. The record speaks for itself. One of the twins, Maddie, also posted this soon after too, saying, "I do not owe my allegiance to any persons who has physically threatened me and every member of my immediate family, some incidents as recent as last year." And of course, she's talking about Colin in this. "Further, I will never allow someone who has exhibited hateful and even violent behavior towards others based on their racial identity, gender identity, or religious beliefs to be in my life." Jon had actually responded to that at the time, saying none of that was true and just basically defending his son. He also posted this just the other day, titled it "Blocked."
Just found out someone actually did block me. It was my ex. I can't see anything. Not like I was looking or anything. But I find it very interesting.
Let me know your thoughts on this situation, especially if you watch the show. I was a regular avid viewer. I watched it every week, and I just find this so hard to believe that the family is so torn like this.